Hey YouTube, welcome to my first video. I recently bought a pair of AquaTraxes that were torn down halfway by the last owner, and I got them for a good deal. And after I got them, I kind of have come to the conclusion and noticed that there isn't a lot of information about them on YouTube. So I'm going to be making a video series of me working on these things and bringing them back to life, hopefully. So the story with these things is that I've been wanting one of them for probably about a year and a half, 2 years now. And after me and my buddy had a lot of talks about them, and I got into reading about them, got kind of obsessed. And I've been looking, but I didn't want to spend $3,000, $3,500 for one, especially after finding out they're kind of problematic. I would have rather got one that was broken and just fixed it and gone through it myself. That way I know it was all good. And luckily this set kind of fell into my lap. I saw them on Marketplace for $1,500. I got there and I was able to talk them down to $1,000. The trailer was in horrible shape. In the dude's driveway, I welded the spindle nut to the spindle of the trailer just to be able to get these things home. And on the way back, I blew both tires on the trailer. The first one, I had a buddy from Sarasota bring me a replacement, and then as I got closer to Bradenton, where my shop is, I had to have my buddy who rode with me's father bring me another because we were stranded on the side of the road. It was like probably 10 o'clock at night already. So yesterday I pulled them both off the trailer. I got one in here, and I got the other one sitting outside. It was kind of a mess. I'll clip in. I got some videos from yesterday. I'll cut into it and show you guys how much of a struggle it was. But I got the forklift stuck multiple times, and I finally ended up just hooking up to my truck and dragging it out with no wheels under the trailer so that I could lift both these things up with my forklift. So this is the one that I decided to bring in first to work on. The last owner told me that this one he knew ran when he got it. It apparently just had a locked up turbo. I removed the turbo earlier today, came to the conclusion it wasn't actually locked up. It's just very corroded, and it's kind of, once I got it out, I was able to turn it pretty easily by hand, but I couldn't with it in there just by grabbing the compressor wheel. So I got it in yesterday. I've kind of just been going through trying to clean out the hull. What I didn't know when I got them that I noticed while I started gutting all of the crud out of them is that the last owner had started taking off the front cover. I'm not quite sure why. I do know that from reading on Facebook groups that it is common for the oil cooler O-rings to fail in there. And because he had already taken out most of the bolts, it was already leaking all over the inside of the hull. So I am finishing up taking this cover off. I actually stripped the last bolt that I was supposed to take out way down there. But I'm going to be taking it out. There wasn't a lot of research on whether it could be done in the ski. Like, I wasn't able to find much through my research whether it was able to be done in the ski. But by looking at it, I think I'll have just enough room. I'm hoping it's possible. So I plan to get a extractor tomorrow, finish taking the cover off, and go from there. I already got a exhaust on the way for it, and I bought a turbo, basically out of an Isuzu Rodeo diesel from some other country. Apparently they were available with diesels, and after my research, I found that it was able to be swapped into this ski. So I'll also obviously be putting in all the details in one of these videos of how hard that was and what all it entailed to swap it onto here. I know it's not a direct fit, but yeah, this is kind of how it sits now, and I plan to update you guys once I got the turbo, exhaust, and all the gaskets in. And also I will follow up with how it goes with getting the cover off inside the ski. Well guys, it's the next day. Last night I met up with my tool guy after I left the shop and was able to get a turbo socket that was the right size to extract that bolt. I got that out, and then the cover ended up fighting me so much that I just said screw it and ended up pulling the engine out anyways. You can see here just how corroded it was, obviously. Some of it's amplified because I did yank and pull at it a lot to get it off, but that's basically where it was leaking. The guy clearly had good reason to start taking off the cover, and I didn't notice how bad it was until I got it off. But upon getting it off, I realized just how corroded it was. Here you can see there's some pitting there. It's not leaking. The oil cooler was good, so I plan to reuse it, but obviously I'll be replacing these O-rings while I'm at it. Pulling the engine out wasn't too bad. I took the straps off and I just kind of shoved the tank up forward. And then I ended up taking the motor mount bolts off, lifted it up a little bit with my forklift here. And then I got the intake and the intercooler off. And then I took off 2 big cables, positive and negative. And then the harness runs under here, so I was able to disconnect it all. And it wasn't too bad. So what I plan on is I was lucky, and the same guy that I'm actually ordering the exhaust off of on the Facebook group also has a front cover. He sent me for $100. So I'll be putting that on, and then I just got new gaskets headed in for everything else. The motor mounts were coming apart when I started, when I took them off. It was pretty obvious the tops of them were just kind of spinning, this rubber part. So I looked online, and brand new, they were $115 a piece. I was able to find a dude on eBay. He was selling a set of all 4 for it was like $80. And so I'm just going to be replacing those 2, throw the other 2 on the shelf in case I ever need them, possibly for the other ski. And yeah, so I'll just be waiting on that to come in. Tomorrow, I have someone coming in who's going to be giving me a quote on repainting the bottom black, and then I'll be painting the top black as well to match that. And then that I'll keep all the red plastics red. But I really want to do that color combo because I know that a lot of the F-15Xs actually came in that with all black with the red accents, and I really dig that. So I'm going to get that quote tomorrow, and I'm going to start cleaning this up, and yeah.